Let's get it. So we're gonna set it off. Yo, everybody, this is episode 152. Buck 52, the Carrying the Culture Show. It's your boy Tamal. It's like Jamal, but with a T. I'm fucking hyped. I've been hyped about this one for a month. Like, and I found somebody that I think was more direct and straightforward, more feathers than me, and that's hard. But I'm excited about it. So, super dope Emcee was not afraid to tell it like it is. Certified truth teller. In your words, Queens get the money. Aïda holding it down. What up? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, snap. What's up? Peace to J. Carly. My bad. You know I'm new to this live shit. Hi, Shuggy. What's up, baby? Shuggy the artist. You might need to get, I don't know if you locked in with him, but his voice, oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, Peace Cage. What up? What's up? Wisdom. Oh, Charlie. What's up?
Kesper. Yeah, you definitely knew this. Look at you. You hype right now. All right.
Because you know why? Yeah, I'm like a little kid right now. You know, like when you first learn technology, that's me right now. Oh, I could do this?
All right. So we're gonna keep you on task because here's the thing. The comments, like, they distract, but it's important.
That's fair.
Because they're in here. It's dope, though. So, but here's the thing. If you guys have questions, so they can use the questions feature below as a question mark. We can pull them up.
Oh, and then wow.
Yes.
Look at this, man. You teaching me, baby. I should be paying you for this.
So, all right. Well, you can hit me up after. So here's the thing, everybody. Music is what got you on my radar, but you're on the show. You're here because of the energy that you put out.
Thank you.
We'll talk. I want to talk about it, but I got questions, and you said some things on your page and shared some things that I resonate with a lot. So that's why I'm like, oh shit. So you say you got no filter. I'm like, word. I'm welcome.
Yeah.
So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna jump around, but we're gonna I'm just gonna see where it goes. I want to get into some history and stuff, and then we'll see where it goes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm here for it, baby.
All right. So check. I'm big into like where people came from and background and stuff. So I want to know like, little Aïda running around like, Queens. What was what was that experience like?
It was beautiful. That's all I can say. New York in general. I don't care what borough you from, Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Manhattan. We'll even give some love to Staten Island just one fucking time. But
real quick, people from New York don't even fuck with Staten Island. Like
they like New Jersey.
Yep, they say
go that way.
Jersey.
Go that way, baby. So New York is its own culture. Yeah. Like that's the best way to describe it. Because like when you leave New York, you go to other parts of this country, you forget like how damn this is 50 fucking states here, right? Like New York is really not, but we are like with the fucking pinnacle, New York, California. I guess you could nowadays say Atlanta, but at the end of the day, what happens in New York is it happens in the rest of the country, then it happens in the rest of the world. So that's all I got. I can't stand it because they gentrifying the fuck out of it, but I love my city. So
are you planning on staying there?
I am, but I'm good. I'm looking to do like Florida, Louisiana within the next few years. But I'll stay. I'm like a dual residency, more or less.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of my friends are leaving New York. This bit's also really expensive. I mean, even more so than ever. So salute for holding it down there, because I get there. I'm like, damn, how did I just spend like $200 and I have nothing, like absolutely nothing, no food, nothing, like
so it's crazy. The cost of living is ridiculous. You know what I mean? But that's a whole other. We could probably touch on that. Some blue states.
So, I mean, but as a kid though, how'd you get into the music and stuff? Like, what was the just?
Nah, this is my blood.
First of all, foremost, what era would you say? I don't know your age. I'm not gonna ask. What era would you say?
No, okay. I don't give a fuck, baby. I'm gonna be 39 in 2 weeks, actually. September 25th. I'm a Libra. So I grew up in the 90s, born in 85, grew up in the 90s. So I was able to catch the golden era of hip hop. But I was also young too. So like I want to say when I was in high school, it was G Unit, it was Dipset. I'm New Yorker. I don't give a fuck. I ride with both of them. But G Unit is my Wu-Tang. I really don't care how people feel about that. 50s is my GOAT.
Okay.
But then it's just as far as rap goes, I make up songs. I was always musical. I talk about this a lot. Since I was little, I used to make up songs about all the adults in my family when they was being like bitches and all of that. Being hypocritical. I was always that cousin. I was just making songs out of anything. When I was in school, same thing, making songs about the teachers. If I ain't like you, I was making songs about you. Basic, like, just some real, like, I feel like everybody has that story because I also come from a time where, like, you had to rap. Like, you either rapped or you didn't. Like, now anybody could say they're a rapper. Anybody could say they're an artist, a musician. That's cool, too. I get it's a hustle. I don't knock anybody's, it's a business acumen. But Like back then, like if you said you rap, like you had to rap, period, and you couldn't have none of that bullshit. Like you had to come correct, or else you know you get chased off the fucking block or wherever it is you rapping.
Right, right. Was there a time when you like said, because I mean, for me, I mean, I'm a little older, unfortunately, and so like come from a time when like, you know, we all kind of just dabbled in like a little bit of everything. I started out as I was a b-boy, but then I rapped, and so like, was there a time when you were like, yo, like I want to do this, like really take it.
I'm gonna be real with you. I made my first CD when I was in high school, and I sold that shit throughout me and my homeboy that did it. We pushed it. We sold it like $5, $10 kind of thing. So I was actually making music by like 16, 17. But the actual songwriting aspect, I was doing that, I want to say maybe like sixth grade. So that's like 11 years old, more or less, like junior high, 11, 12, 13. Till this day, I kid you not, when people like, if I come across people I went to high school with, they'll rap songs from that CD. Like that's like 20 years ago, and they'll rap it. Like I got one record, it's so crazy, and I always joke with my best friend, I'm like, I think I started the transgender movement because I did a parody of Wankster back then, but I called it Trankster. It was about me being a transsexual. It was like, just to throw it in there, just to have some funny shit. Until this day, it's like everybody remembers that. And I was like, yo, look what you started. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But yeah, I always rap. I never did, I ain't do b-boy, I ain't do graffiti, I ain't DJ, I ain't do any of that. Like rapping, that was my thing. Rapping, it's like fighting, you know what I mean? But you just fighting with words essentially. So
did you have any like mentors or anything like that, or was it just
no? This is God gave me this, baby. I'm gifted. Like when I talk my shit, first of all, I'm very humble. Like I don't really walk around like, yeah, you know what I mean? But like just for the sake of this conversation, when it comes to rap, I'm like, I was chosen. Like I was literally given certain gifts by the higher realms, and that's it. That's another reason that I did an interview a couple weeks ago, and I even said on there, I was like, the reason I could out rap everybody is because now I can mask exactly what my agenda is. Because I'm here on some spiritual shit, baby. These people are spell casting, they're using magic, they're doing a lot of shit, and they're using hip hop to do that specifically. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just on the righteous side.
yeah.
That's all I could say.
No, that's dope. I mean, and it's dope. You definitely seem like you have a sense of purpose, and you know what I mean. You know what you need to do, and I think that's dope because a lot of us sometimes we're spinning in circles. So you know what I mean. So that's ill. But like, were you doing shows and stuff back then?
Yeah, I think now probably in like college. College is when I started doing like shows here and there. So yeah, like 18, 19. Yeah, 21, 22, like early 20s, so like colleges. And then, I kind of took a detour at one point because I was taking it really seriously. I had a couple offers on the table, but it's, when I was 18, 19. But the industry is very wicked. And even though I was young, I had a good head on my shoulders. And realistically speaking, it was one of those things like if you ain't fuck certain people, if you ain't date certain people, like that's some real shit. And in the same token, I also know certain women that got on for doing certain things, but I don't knock it. Like that's just they were smarter than me. I just wasn't willing to do that. I have a moral compass. I might be stupid for that, but in the same token, I kind of got turned off by the industry aspect for that. Life story. I did, I was hustling. I did a lot of stuff outside of that kind of took me away from it, but I was always rapping no matter what. Like I always came back to it.
Yeah.
And then it just so happened that like, fortunately with like, I want to say with the internet and all of that shit, it's easier now. Like you can do shit independently. You don't have to go through certain people. I don't have to be around certain energies. I'm remaining independent for that reason. Like once again, like I said, I had offers on the table, but I understood certain things. Like there were certain things in those contracts that I wasn't with. And I'm not even talking about anything sadistic. It was like they were just trying to make money off. I'm the golden goose. I mean, like I know, like I joke around, but my business acumen A1. The same, people brag about their degrees. I have a degree. I don't go around tooting my own horn. I work corporate jobs. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I have that same information, that same knowledge. I just utilize it for my benefit. So
yeah. Did you have like where was your family in terms of you rapping? Like were they supportive? Were they like
no. I'm like a fake orphan, same, I came up in the struggle. I ain't really had parents. I ain't those beyond me. So, but I had actually one of my boys now, Mike Picasso, we went to school together. He rapped with me now. So that's the dope things. It's kind of like we came full circle. Like after like junior high, we went separate ways and we found each other like as adults and was like, oh, you still rapping? Yeah, and I always say he was like my only competition. We had a battle that to this day, I was like, that shit stuck with me because he made fun of my toes, and I always had like a complex about that till this day. So I always hold it against him. So anytime we on records together, I make sure I smoke him. I love you, Mike, but I smoke you and everything.
Love is love. Your flow seems like it's changed a bit since as recently as 2020. Like like
Everybody, people say that, but you know what it is that people that don't know me think that, but people that know me and they know how I rap and they know how I've always rapped, like they know I'm versatile. I have everything. It's just a matter of I'll go through different stages. So when I put out music, it's like what I'm feeling. Like back like 2020, I was pandemic. Like I wasn't like I could rap. Everybody that knows me knows I could rap. It wasn't about rapping at that point. It was more so now I'm here to speak the fucking truth because I'm not telling anybody yay or nay. I just know what I'm chosen to do. And I can't sleep at night knowing that I have information and knowledge and gems of wisdom that really need to be shared. And I'm not fucking sharing that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I stand on that. So when the pandemic came, you know, I'm anti-establishment. I was anti-vaccine, all of that shit. And, and I don't know, you know, everybody's at a different level in terms of like their spiritual understanding. So like I don't want to like get too crazy because I don't necessarily know where you're at, but I feel like we might more or less be on the same page. But like, you know, this is spiritual warfare at the end of the day.
First of all, let's before we continue. So just to put in perspective, so I have a monthly show with Brother Jay from X Clan. We get deep, like so, and you can say whatever. I need you to say whatever is in your heart. I don't need you to say it, but it's important that you have the space to say whatever you feel. If you don't feel comfortable saying something, that's cool. But like you have the space to just be real with it. And people are where they are. They may not. People may not rock with it, but it's like it's important that you know that you have that space. So there you go.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. So then, yeah, with that being said, it's spiritual warfare. That's what this is about. That's ultimately what we're dealing with here. And like I said, you know, these people use magic. This goes all across the board. If you're from the Caribbean, you know, all them politicians, they have psychics like as their right hand. You study Hitler. Hitler was a fucking obeah man. He was doing magic. Like these people have that kind of understanding. Oh, there goes the other leg. Like I said, and I have that say, I study. I'm devoted. I'm a devoted practitioner. I don't give a fuck the semantics at this point. Whatever you want to call it what it is. But you know, I'm on it. You know what I mean? And with that being said, I just make sure I use it righteously. So like I said, when COVID came around, it wasn't about like I'm like I'll out rap any one of you in a motherfucking second. Don't play with me. Like we know that, but it's not about that. It's bigger than that. Like that's fun. Like that's like marketing and all of that. Like when I'm like rapping or smoking you, that's like because I'm trying to catch your attention. When you like, oh, she nice. Who's that? And now when I haven't, here, look at that. Now I could fucking, you know,
That's what
wave my fucking wand. Wave my wand now and start like programming you to be righteous. Period. Point blank. Period.
That's what you did. I mean, I'll keep it 100. So like I heard, I heard a few things, and I'm like, oh, but it was like some bar work, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, and then I peeked the page, and I'm like, oh, okay, and yeah, so it worked. It's a perfect because you know I got the message. I'm like, oh, she's on some real shit, and that's why you're here. The music is for me. The music was just a tool to like, oh, to get you here. So yeah, so it's working out. You know what I mean? It's working out. So yes,
my plan is going according. Everything's going according to my plan.
Word. So yeah, I heard you like spitting some like raw shit. So basically, you're versatile. You can spit however you damn well please, because you're nice like that, right? So,
yeah, essentially. That's what it is. You know, like there's the money flow. I have my money flow. I'm not stupid. This is still a business. There's definitely money in this. But whether I get paid or not is not going to change like my position. I'm gonna always rap. Like I'm gonna always make sure I utilize my gift. Anyone that's ever been fortunate enough to be around me, like in my actual presence, they like I'm rapping all the fucking time. I'm playing music. I don't listen to other people's music. I'm listening to my own fucking music. Don't send me your shit unless I told you, oh yeah, you nice. If I ain't tell you that shit, don't send me your shit because I'm not listening to it. And I don't mean that. I'm gonna say this too, because you know sometimes people love to share like other artists with me, and me, I'm so competitive. The first thing I do, I'm listening. I'm checking for your pen. Can you do what I do? 9 times out of 10, you can't do what I do, but I can do everything you do. So when I hear certain pens, and I'm like, okay, that's something I would have done. You know, oh yeah, I would have crafted something like that. Then I'd give you the ultimate respect. You know, there's definitely some MCs that I come across. I'm like, oh yeah, you got it. But outside of that, like, no, I'm comparing all of you to me, every single one of you, especially you men, because I'm.
Yeah, that's funny that you say that, man. Because like the men thing is funny. Here's the thing: I see you on people's joints, and I feel like just based on the energy you put, I'm like, yo, she must have respect for them. I don't think you're just doing songs with everybody. Is the point I'm trying to say. And it's funny that you say that about people sending you other people's shit. It's like people send me all these other people's podcasts and shows. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to do my own shit. I don't care. Yo, fuck this nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I get it. Yo, how'd you like? You like my you did a bunch of joints actually with my man Mike Titan. How'd you link up with him? That's my boy.
Oh yeah, Mike, he's super dope. I think he actually got me off Instagram. I don't know if we had a mutual acquaintance or not. I can't pinpoint it, but like, you know, so we've been locked in for a few years now, and he's on the same type of time I am. You know, he makes that truth telling rap. That's my type of shit. Yeah, and like I said, we've been locked in ever since. It was super dope. Humble soul first and foremost. And he always approached me correctly. He never came at me sideways. I pay attention to that too. Like, believe me, a lot of these people come sideways. I ain't gonna tell you, but I ain't gonna say anything. You know, I'm just like, oh, okay, you fucking idiot. I'm gonna keep it moving.
Right.
But you know,
he's a good brother. He did joints with Science Division. Yeah, so and that's why I remember some joints from, like, we've been in touch for a while. It's been my man. Hey yo, and then I heard the joint that you did with my man Mondo Slade. How'd y'all catch up? Is that just
you know what? He caught me after the Punchline joint. I think that's how he came across me. He reached out and he said he was doing an album with only women features, and he asked if I wanted to be a part of it. And I was like, you know, that was dope. And he sent the beat when he sent it. I was like, oh no, I'm on this.
Yeah.
I'm jumping on this ASAP.
Dope. That's dope. That's my man too. I like he's on some other shit. I like
Yeah, he has his own style. I like that too. I like when people are authentically themselves, when they're not trying to be the next person. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
At least not with me.
Yeah, he's a unique dude. So, and I fucks with him. Yo, do me a favor.
What's up?
5 words to describe yourself.
Like adjectives? Let me see.
In 5 words, whatever.
Oh, okay. Wise, cunty, courageous, purposeful, ambitious.
Wise, cunty, courageous.
Purposeful, ambitious.
Purposeful, ambitious. Damn, my typing is all crazy. I got you. Ambitious. You talk a lot about pussy and whores.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm a feminine woman, baby. I love all feminine energy, from the lowest vibration, the prostitute, all the way up to the divine energy. I'm here for all of that. I don't judge any woman. You know, I also know everything's a stage. Depending on whatever it is you've been through in life, is going to determine your stage. But what I love to see is when a woman, and not just women, people in general, when they start off here, but then they learn from that shit. Like, people are absolutely allowed to change. I'm one of those, and a lot of times women don't, you know, whatever. They discard women after a certain point in time, and that's cool. So I like to play up on that too.
Yeah. I mean, I like pussy and whores too. I ain't talk about that. I mean,
listen, that's the oldest trait in the book. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
the most expensive prostitute is the wife.
Chapter 1 in your book with your
Sell that. Now you can say sell that pussy. I did that. That's another thing. Like, catch your attention. Like, wait, what is she talking? And then when you turn the page, yeah, stupid.
Yeah,
you fucking idiot.
Right. Thanks.
Not you, but that I liked that. I like to. It's that magician. Like, yeah, here's the illusion. Right? You think I'm like a fucking low vibrational ratchet idiot. You think I'm a gutter snipe. And a lot of people like that ignorant shit. And then when you catch them, it's like, no, baby, let me come give you this fucking knowledge.
Right. Now break it down for them. So, yeah, you got like 3 joints, like pussy, and it's dope because I appreciate where you're coming from, you know, with that, with the energy though. I mean, that's
what
I'm saying.
Music wise, you're talking about?
You got 2 songs. I think there's 2 tracks. One's called, I forget. Yeah, and then and in the book. I'm just saying the pussy.
Oh yeah. Listen, I'm vulgar. I'm like a vulgar grandmother. Like, I come from that. Like, I'm, you know, women in my family, like my grandmother specifically, righteous women, but like vulgar as ever.
Yeah, mother too. My grandmother, they're like,
because they're probably women's women at the end of the day. They don't got time for that shit.
Like,
they fucking time for that shit. Who doesn't love pussy at the end of the day, right? Other than gay men, but they love it too because they want to be. They act like they have one at the end of the day, right? So, you know, it's just it's people that can't get pussy that feel a way about pussy and what women do with their pussy. So
yeah, I mean, you talked a lot about that recently, and I think it was a post, yeah, as far as body, what you call it,
body autonomy,
yeah.
Or
yeah. So now you just spoke on that, and then so I want to get into first I want to know where the gator thing came from because I thought before we first linked up, I was like, yo, like she called the alligator or like what, like, and then everywhere and people flipping the posts and stuff like gator. So what's good with that?
Listen, this is, and let me also state, I was the original, because I seen a couple other these rappers out here trying to, snatch that up. I also know people watch and they still, it's not necessarily the artist, it's the camp behind them that, they trying to find what's gonna hit. It ain't gonna hit for anybody else but me, because it's actually me. But with that being said, I had this, I want to say it might have been like 2015 or 16 when I had made a new Instagram. I was trying to hide from an ex. So then I was like, let me think of a name that nobody could fucking guess, right? And alligators are my favorite animals. And I was like, Alfred. It kind of just rolled off the tongue. And like, nobody's gonna think alligator Alfred is a woman. Like nobody's gonna. What was it? Oh, pardon me, I got people walking over here. So that's really what it was. He still found me. That motherfucker was a great fucking detective. But because of that, like when I used to be in the gym, because I used to box, and all the trainers, like when I would walk in the gym, they would just call me Gator, just like, cracking on my Instagram name. And then my homies that rap, they started calling me Gator too. Just like, it was really just a joke. But then I saw that shit taking on a life of its own. Once again, my business acumen is a motherfucking one. And I capitalize on that, period. But all you got to do is run the dates back, and you see I'm the original Gator. So,
Why is an alligator your favorite animal?
I guess because I'm a jungle baby. I don't know. I love alligators. Felines too. I'm a cat person. All cats. Big cats, little cats, but alligators and snakes. I love that. Anything you can find in the Amazon. Caimans, jaguars, anacondas. That's all me.
Gotcha.
Explain. And I mean, those. Not to cut you off. I've always loved those animals, but then like when I got older, I also understood the spiritual component behind that. But that's a whole other conversation. We don't have time for that. But yeah, I'm the original Gator. Pay me. I got Ask the Alligator. I got my product Gator Salve. Gator Bites. I have some other Gator things coming out. So, stay tuned.
Yeah, speak on. I mean, speak on the speak on it.
No, that's it. That's it.
Well,
I was just doing fake promo. I'm not here to promo my shit. I'm here like you extended the courtesy.
What you say at the
speak
end?
to me about.
I still want to know about it because I mean I'm old, man. I need if it's gonna.
Oh nah, I'll definitely we'll talk off it here. But yeah, it's a holistic alternative to Bengay or to Tiger Balm or ibuprofen.
Yeah, you said.
But it's
Right,
yeah, it's cannabis. Candelilla wax, which is wax from a shrub, not a bee, lavender, grapeseed oil, and coconut oil. But all the old people love it. I tried it out before I even started selling it. I was just giving jars out, having people try it out for me. Everybody, and the thing is, it was like I created the fucking demand, and I ain't have the supply ready yet. So yeah, it was one of those things. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, people are really fucking with this, So right now, I'm working on it a lot, doing like a lot of like marketing and shit behind the scenes. When I'm only just now more so posting it on like Instagram and stuff like that, but like outside of that, I'm like hitting the streets every fucking day, like pushing this shit. I sell this shit on, I set up shop on street corners, outside the parks, outside subways. Then like I said, because I handed it out and people fuck with it, they started sharing it with people they know. That's really what it is. So that's what my money is. My money is not necessarily in the music. They ain't gonna give me no millions because I'm talking the truth and I ain't trying to do no sadistic shit, but it's cool. Right. Give me the attention, like I said, because I could out rap everybody that you come across. Give me the attention and then buy my products.
Yeah. It's available for sale like online though? We could copy it?
Right now I'm working on a website, but I still gotta like fine tune the LLC. Like the actual legitimate paperwork, I'm working on that. So at the moment, I just got to push this shit like a drug dealer, but it's all good. I used to hustle, like I said, so I move this shit like.
I feel you, because sometimes it starts, the business takes off before you get the shit set up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
that happens sometimes. So.
Yeah, and it's also I'm careful when I post it on social media because that's something that's my baby. I ain't trying to have nobody steal that shit off of me. You know what I mean? Like that's definitely that's revenue. You know what I mean? That's something like I won't even have to touch that at a certain point once I get that off the ground. The way I'm, the direction that the trajectory that I'm heading in right now is like it's looking good. I'm not trying to like speak too soon, but my intuition, my spidey senses, my cunty senses, they on 100 with that.
No, that's dope, man. I mean, I need to talk to you about that. I'm pushing 50, man. I'll be waking up with all types of crazy shit going on, like how I'm hurt sleeping.
It'll definitely do the job. Yeah. Sometimes I use it just for like a good night's sleep. I'm gonna rub this shit on my body and just knock the fuck out.
That's dope. And then you got the book too, right? Just what I just want to, what I'm saying? What's the like?
Yeah, Ask the Alligator. This is honestly a test run. I have every intention to I'm working on other books. I have every intention to pursue that at some point. Right now, that's not where my energy is directed at. But this is more so I'm using this, like I said, as my test run. is I'm trying to write like philosophy books. I'm trying to write. My goal is to write a fucking book that they would use in school, like a textbook. I know they would never allow my fucking wisdom in the schools, maybe in a college or something. But you know, like I want to make sure, like before I die, I write like a book that's always gonna be remembered. Like the same way you read in like Art of War, or you read in like Tao Te Ching, and I fuck that pronunciation up all the fucking time. Same way you read like Isaac's paper, like certain books that like that are impactful. I'm here to do that. But like I said, my time is not directed towards that at this moment. So this is like it's just a fun fucking book. When I used to be in the gym, I would always give young women advice. Just like whenever I'm a woman's woman at the end of the day, like I said, like if you don't like me, that's because you're a fucking bitch. Yeah, you don't like yourself. But like I said to myself, I was like, why should only people that have ever been around me get access to this information? Like I should be able to share this shit with other people. And then why can't I make some money with this shit too if possible? What's up, kitty? Come in.
Is the book more geared? Is it geared more for ladies or no?
Yeah, it is kind of, but then there's gems in there that everybody could take away. So that's another thing too with the book, because I made sure it's vulgar, because I also sprinkled in some like real esoteric gems in there, like shit that take people fucking eons to actually discover. Because at the end of the day, like most people, they're not seeking the truth, but when you seek the truth, then that shit, like there's certain texts that are going to find you when you're ready to have it. So I kind of look at it like I do a lot of the bulk work. Like I look for this information because this is like I'm purposeful. Like I want, like I'm here. I'm a student of fucking life. I'm always gonna be here to learn. I'm not letting anybody program this. I'm gonna own this forever, and I have to be diligent about that. So because of that, I also know a lot of the gems that I acquire, and I'm like, damn, like I can't gatekeep this shit just because I did the work to get it. I'm not gonna be, well, I did the work, you gotta go. The only time I'm like that is when I know you being a dick. I know like you ain't do anything, you have no desire to go and speak to me with an open mind. You just trying to like come over here and like bulldoze your fucking opinion on me. Then I'm like, nah, fuck you. Fuck right. You go do the work I did. But you're not willing to do that. Versus the person that I could tell they just don't have access to the information, which is why they're making certain decisions. So if I know I have something that could potentially help you, why the fuck wouldn't I share that? Right? If I pass by a homeless person on the street and I actually have like money that day, right? And I could actually go and buy buy some fruit, buy some fucking coffees. Why wouldn't I do that? Yeah. If I'm walking in the fucking street and I see like somebody in like, why wouldn't I fucking assist? Like, why wouldn't I be a good fucking Samaritan? What is weak and what is so like, why don't people, I mean, I know why people don't do that, because they ain't really like the type of person that they proclaim to be. All these motherfuckers coming out of church, you coming out of church and all of a sudden you talking about people that were in church, you gossiping about the fucking parish members. That's not God. Jesus wasn't doing that.
Wow, yeah. That's why I kind of stopped rocking with that. I mean, like a lot of things. I mean, yeah, the hypocrisy, man, is rampant, right? So you made a good point. Rampant
everywhere. Listen, I don't care how people view me, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be real with you. No matter who or what you pray to, if that motherfucker was to come right now and put me and you in comparison, I'm righteous. I'm the righteous one. I know that for a fucking fact, which is why I stand on what I stand on, because I know how I actually live my life. You could sit next to me and we don't have to talk. My energy is that fucking energy doesn't lie. You can't lie about this shit. You can't buy energy. You know what I mean? You can't fake it.
Nope.
So nope. That's that. Listen, I walk out my house, kids love me, old people love me, animals love me, period. That's all you need to know about my spirit. I don't have to say a fucking thing. You don't have to know me, but that kind of energy gravitates towards me. And people that have the spiritual understanding, they know why. You know why kids don't like certain people. Yeah, because you're a fucking devil.
Yeah, they sense that shit straight up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a good point. And all three, those three people don't understand. Those matter.
That's it. Pay attention. Exactly.
The animals matter. If every animal you see is like, every kid you see is like, they don't want to fuck with you at all.
It's you, baby.
You gotta clean some shit up.
That's it. The only downside to that though is that like bugs, them shits love you too. Insects love you, so it's kind of and I gotta fear them shit. So it's like
you're getting lit up.
Yeah, and I hate, because it's so crazy. I never want to kill them, because I'm like, damn, that's a spirit, that's a life. I don't want to do that. But sometimes they get in my personal space. I'm like, yo, like nah, like God, they had to go, because I wasn't bothering them. Yeah. Like I was sitting here peacefully. That motherfucker came on me, so he had to die.
It was an aggressive attack. It tried to assassinate me. Gross. Yo, please help me clarify your take on feminism. What's that mean to you? Like what is
Well,
that?
I mean, fuck feminism. That was funded by white women. If we really gonna talk about equality, right? Melanated women created what womanism, which basically included everybody, because feminism didn't include intersectionality, right? They didn't respect black women. They didn't respect any woman of color. That was that. It was just about white women. That was an agenda. So yeah, I don't even say the word. I never call myself a feminist. I'm a womanist. If anything, I'm an egalitarian, a humanitarian. All sentient beings. We are all extensions of Allah. We are all equal, whether you want to believe it or not. Like I said, I don't even try. I don't want to kill bugs, but if I have to, I have to. But I'm not trying to get into the agenda. That's a whole other conversation. But yeah, it was an agenda, and I'm fortunate because I see a lot. Most black women are hip to this shit. But you know, every now and then you see people be falling for the flim flam, but that's on them too. So
Yeah, nah, definitely a 52 fake out to me. I was just definitely curious.
when were women ever weak? Let's be 1,000% real. Women were never fucking weak. You've been programmed to think you were weak, so these people will come over here and push a fucking agenda. But guess what? There's money behind all of this shit. Whether we're talking feminism, we're talking BLM, we're talking LGBTQ, whatever movement they pushing, there's somebody making money off of it. And they make money by convincing you, right? They programming your subconscious to think that you're inferior. That's it. That's all that boils down to. And once here, you know, starts thinking that you don't deserve something, then that's how the fucking reality is going to be for you. Once again, it goes down to esoteric. What is who's that? Pardon me, yeah, because I'm looking outside. I'm in my garage, and my garage is open. It's like people walking up and down. You know, I live in sometimes people can be sketchy.
You gotta always.
So somebody stole my bike out of my driveway. So you know, I'm kind of also on the hunt. I'm trying to see if I see someone.
Yeah, well, that happened to me when I was in LA. Somebody stole my bike and rode that shit right in front of the crib. Like what?
Oh no! Yeah, see, they not brave. They not that
I mean,
brave yet. I'm trying to get.
So I couldn't really do much, but just watch. But
oh man.
yeah. So yesterday was this.
My Kamala cartel. Yo, that's my favorite scam. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Listen, I don't knock her. I don't knock Kamala at all. I don't knock the Democrats. I don't even knock that pandemic that they did because it works for them. They use the same playbook every single time. They never change, right? Roughly 20 years ago, we had 9/11, right? More or less. And it was the same playbook to take away your fucking privacy rights. But before that, I mean, they do this all the fucking time. Like, why would they change it? I don't knock it. I don't agree with it, but I'm not knocking it because if you could get these idiots to fall for it time and time again, go for it. Just, you know, leave me out the shit at this point. But, you know, Kamala out here. That's my homie, the Joker.
Joke. So you said in a post, if you align yourself with Democrats, you're in cahoots with all the bullshit.
All of that, because you know why? Because people love to talk about Republicans. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Fuck the Republicans, right? But Democrats belong in the same fucking conversation.
Yep.
Every time you talking about a Republican, make sure you include Democrats in those same conversations. Hillary Clinton, Benghazi. Well, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, baby. Bill Clinton? Obama was in office for 8 fucking years. What did he do? What did he accomplish?
He looked good.
I voted for him that first time. Don't get me wrong. I did identity politics. I ain't even gonna say here in front, but like if it was Hillary Clinton, I would have voted for her too because she was a woman. I was on identity politics at that time. I was also in college. I wasn't necessarily privy to like what goes on behind the scenes. Everybody's in cahoots. They all fucking hanging out with each other. They all spending money, making money, while the rest of us are none the wiser. They capitalizing off of us and our stupidity. So once again, you know what? If that's what they do what. I can't tell you not to do any. Yo, come kitty. But you know, just leave me out of it, like I said.
Yeah, it's funny. I always say, man, it's the same thing to me. Like, there's no, I've been here 48 years and I haven't seen my life change. No matter who was in office.
Exactly.
On the federal level, I always say, if you're gonna rock with anything, I don't rock with politics no more, man. I don't do it. I just put my head down and try to navigate the shit coming at me. Because to me, it's a hustle. I say, if you're going to rock with anything, rock with local politics. I mean, I'm looking at
your mayors. Look at your mayors, your governors. Right. They have more control over you. You know, you have more rights within your state constitution than you do within the federal constitution. A lot of people also don't know that. But
on the federal level, though, like, come on, man. Like, this is crazy. This is like a total shit show to me. And I'm like, man, people are really falling for this. Like it's Like, word, like you really think one of the other, I'm saying out of all the people, when I looked at the last election, there was like, I think over 3,000 people that were registered to run for president.
Yeah.
I'm saying we got like 280 million, I don't know, we got 280 million people, I think, in the country, over 300 million now. And you telling me these are the two that we got, like, to choose from?
Yeah. Listen, not 2020, in 2016, right? That was the last. I actually did vote in that election. I voted independent. I think I voted for Jill Stein, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And I always I'm anti-establishment, but I also like, I understand theoretically, like, we have to move away from those fucking parties. Like, there's people that actually want to make a change, right? You have actual, grassroots politicians, social activists that they should be in those positions. But the thing is, they don't have money,
Yeah.
right? That's what it is. They don't have this. So one thing Donald Trump did, I don't care how you feel about him, I'm not like saying yay or nay. He showed you the cheat code. You have your own money. You fund your own campaign. You could do whatever the fuck you want. Because remember, Republicans ain't like him either. Nobody likes him. Because he got into that motherfucker, went rogue. But his whole fucking family, he made that shit into his, he just basically, it was a brand. That shit was for his brand. That's all that was about. But I can't fucking knock it. He showed you, like, yeah, I have my money. I do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. Yeah, get your own fucking money. And then I look at it like this. You think about all the people that could potentially pool their money together and support like a local politician or something. They don't do that shit. So you really don't give a fuck. Right? Or you're not trying to like verse yourself on, and I'm also idealistic. I completely understand that too. Because in my mind, I'm like, why don't we all like collectively speak? Why don't we just like abandon ship? Don't fucking vote. Nobody fucking vote. Let's go stand outside these fucking schools and the polls and all of that and whatever. I don't know. But like, just, we got to do something collectively, but nobody wants to do anything. They're like, well, you got to join this. And I was like, no, I don't have to do a fucking thing. I'm not programmed to that. I'm not attached to that. But in the same token, if that's what you believe, that's on you.
Yes.
So, because these same people that they hate Donald Trump, right? Or they hate Republicans, but you wearing Louis Vuitton and you wearing Gucci. I don't care what you wear. Also, like, spend your money how you want, but you're spending it on racist designers, right? It's like the women, you complain about sexism, but you listen to like the most misogynistic type of music. But you complain about sexism and equality, but like, look at the fucking type of men that you fucking enable.
Right. Like, look at who you rocking with, and like, you saying like there's no good dudes out there, right? But you rocking with like,
listen, look at yourself, or like look at yourself and be accountable. But people don't want to be accountable, right? That's the same thing, like, right? Even when you think about like, why doesn't everybody go and acquire knowledge? Because when you really get it and you have to apply it, like, you have to be accountable. People don't want to be accountable. So
and they definitely don't want to be accountable to themselves. That's the first person to be accountable to. Like, and once you start seeing shit, and as I said with people before, like, you look in the mirror and sometimes it's tough than what you see, but you got to clean that up. But some people are like, nah, I'd rather just keep the dust on the mirror and fuck it. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that. You know what I mean?
And that's their right. Honestly, like, I'm not here to tell anybody how to live their life, but I see through that. So don't come over here with that. I'm peaceful. I'm very peaceful. Like, I don't go looking. That's the thing about me. I don't look for trouble. Even when I was a kid, I never bothered people. However, when you bother me, like, as far as I'm concerned, you just open the fucking door for me to, like, I'm like I said, I'm a Libra, right? So like, my balance is not eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Like, you take my eye, like, I'm taking your whole fucking family, figuratively speaking. But like, that's how, like, because I didn't open that fucking door. You opened the door for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's really how I live my life. So in the same token, like, leave me alone with your shenanigans. Leave me alone with your bullshit. If you want to go run around, put that fucking jab in you, but that's your business. You drop that in front of me, but I'll call 911. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a loving person. You know what I mean? I'll make sure you get to the hospital, but I'm like, damn, like, you don't know what happened. You shouldn't have took that jab, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I'm not spiteful,
Right.
but I'm gonna make fun of you.
Yeah.
This fucking idiot. Vaccine vixens. You know what I'm saying? I was out here. They was going hard for this shit. I was like, look at you, dumbass. You getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boosters. It's just, you still catch a COVID.
Still getting it.
Still getting this shit. Me, to this day, I ain't caught a fucking thing. I'm supposed to be dead according to their statistics, right? I'm supposed to be a fucking ghost.
Yeah, I held out, and I'm grateful I did. I was like, nah, we good. Like, this don't make no sense. How you rushing this shit so quick now? It's ready. All of a sudden, it's ready. I was like, what? like every farming commercial you see is like at the end, right? A long line. You will get.
And then you had to sign a waiver too when you did get it, right? That was the crazy thing. They had to sign waivers that showed like that basically took responsibility off of like, you know, whoever was giving it. So there was that. And my other thing was too, right? If it was about health, okay, cool. Let's use that argument. No advertisements whatsoever were telling you about strengthening your immune system. Nothing was telling you go eat your foods, go eat your vegetables. They locked you inside when you need vitamin D. The reason you get sick during the winter months is because lack of sun, lack of vitamin D. You're supposed to be outside, and they was telling you stay inside. So like, just like be fucking practical. Like you want me to bypass my logical mind? Never. You could bypass this shit all you want. They change your biology right now. A man is a woman, woman is a man. But like, cool, okay, that's great for you. But I know what chromosomes are. You know what I mean? So
I was hiking outside all during COVID and it was dope because nobody was out.
Yeah, that was, listen, the earth was fucking happy. The earth was like, yeah, it's about
You
fuck
felt it,
the
you
earth.
saw it, right?
Yeah, everything
Right?
like I think like the grass got greener, trees, everything. The earth was fucking happy. Or the natural elements, they were flourishing without us poisoning them. And I'm for that, but I'm with you too, because I'm normally like, it's New York, so like, you know, it's a crowded city, but you know, we like fuck away from me, baby. So like I was happy with that. So, and you know, I ain't wearing no mask too. So I get on the fucking train. Them motherfuckers want to sit far, far away. I'm like, good bitch, because I don't want to sit near you anyway. So I was very happy for that. I know all the introverts and antisocial people was like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, that was. I'm gonna check. See, we got a couple questions here. Pull them up.
So he said they charging 200
Yeah,
for a vax. What?
so that's crazy. No, thank you. Here's one. Let's pop it up. Someone said, "What is your nationality, or your maybe, or they mean ethnicity, maybe, or
Oh,
nationality?"
because you know, I was gonna say my nationality. I'm an American citizen, baby,
Yeah,
America. No. My mom is from Guyana and my father is from Dominican Republic. So I'm Caribbean, either way you put it.
there you go. And let's see what else we got here. I will jump back real quick to something to the
Yeah,
music.
go yeah, go right ahead.
What's the writing process like?
Oh, I mean, it's whenever it depends. If I know I owe people music, then I gotta force myself. It's like school. I gotta fucking do it. And I'm just fortunate that I rap. I rap every day. I rap all the time, so it's easy for me. It's like mechanical. But generally speaking, it's whenever inspiration hits, man. It could be like I could get like a fucking idea. Like you might say something, I'm like, damn, I might want to write a song about that. I might want to write a verse about that. But generally speaking, it's about how I'm feeling, and a lot of times I make sure I put like my life experience and stuff like that in it. So, you know, it differs. It's creative. It's creativity. Like there's no like actual process other than like like I said, when the universe is like, yeah, bitch, right.
Like if you put like okay for the last album you did big up those are the drum dealers.
Those
Like
he sent me beats. He sent me beats, and I played the beats, and they spoke from. They wrote it. They wrote themselves. A lot of times I let the beats write themselves. I just like it's like stream of consciousness. With the exception if I know like if it's a feature and I know I'm getting on a record with like spitters, I'm like then like my intention. I'm like nah, I gotta make sure I fucking smoke this motherfucker. But outside of that, it's more so like I said, it's how I feel. Because some beats I hear them, I'm like, oh nah, like nah, I gotta let my heart out. Because I got so many love songs. Oh, get the bug, kitty. I have so many love songs I would never put out. But like, you know, I wrote it was like the process. It was therapy. It's like how I felt in that moment. I heard the beat. I was like, oh no, this shit make me. Oh no, let me get this. You know what I mean? So it all differs. It depends. But if you pay me for something specifically, you know, I'll do it on the spot.
right. Do you rock shows now or anything?
Yeah. I'm supposed to be. I mean, some of it, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of this shit, sometimes like the shit is so disorganized, you know. But it is what it is. But I'm supposed to be doing something on the 21st, I think. The last one I did was sometime over the summer. I was doing a couple ones over the summer. I generally like I pop out when I want to pop out. I gotta actually like the person putting together the event. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I have very good spiritual hygiene. I'm not like one of these people. You ain't gonna see me any and everywhere. And it's not like I don't want to. I'm outside. You just ain't gonna see me outside because I'm outside and I'm specific and particular about who I'm outside with. And most of the times I'm by myself. So when I extend my actual energy to other people, and if it's not somebody that I truly fuck with, like Like I gotta like, you know, I gotta fuck with you on some. I gotta know the energy in that environment is gonna be respectful and honoring to mine. And a lot of times too, like especially with the rap, I can't show up pretty. I'm a woman's woman. I be want to wear dresses and all of that shit, but I'm like the environment. It's like it's I'm not saying it's overly masculine, but that's not a good way to put it. It's just it's not necessarily the most receptive to feminine energy per se. So I kind of got to be on like my P's and Q's. You know, I gotta be like a fucking like a boxer.
Yeah, like pay attention. Please use the questions feature to ask the question.
But I'm gonna say this though, once again, like you know, if you give me some money, baby, like I said, I'm willing to get pretty, but you got to pay me for that. Listen, it comes with a price. I ain't not listen. When I was 10 years ago, maybe if you started following me, like people that follow me back then, when I first made Alligator Alfred, like I was still like, you know, I post nice pictures, whatever. Yeah. Now, hell fucking no. Especially when I saw Instagram was making money off of you. They sitting here, they creating profiles and doing, you know, not just Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, social media essentially, right? Because they locked in with other companies, and this is what they're doing. They're making profiles so they can sell you products. Everything's a marketing scheme. There's always money at the end of it. So I was like, let me just use these apps specifically to sell my fucking products. And I know beauty's a product, but you got to pay me for my beauty. I'm actually beautiful. Don't let this shit fool.
Nah,
you gotta pay. Listen, I talk like a madam because I know the game, baby. You like I said, top tier. You know what I mean?
No, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? That's what was funny when I seen some of the videos. I'm like, no fucks given. But it's like, I get it though. Like, here's the thing. Why would you like go all? You said it. Like, why would you go all out like that? Like,
for likes, so you can like my post.
That's just some
wild. Now I don't not listen. Now there's women that do this because like they make income from this, right? They're actual like I hate when they used to say like, oh, if you were an Instagram model, you're not a model. She's making money from her looks. How is she not a fucking model? Or he, like whoever, like that's you might not have to agree with it, but that person is getting an income. It's no different than like OnlyFans. They're not just doing this shit for attention. Like, but then you got a lot of people, a lot of rappers, right? They putting on an illusion. They don't really fucking live like that. They don't look like that. That ain't her body. That ain't her face. That's not his money. You know what I mean? But it's a fucking image that they selling you. It's an illusion. I respect it. I know it's a hustle, but I'm not tricking no money to impress who? To impress people that are still not going to give me my money. And on top of that, if you don't like me as a person, which most people don't because I stand on the truth, you ain't going to want to support my music anyway. So I'm going to go all out, do all of this shit, waste my time. Like, fuck you. I'm going to just write how I feel, you know, be my authentic self, attract who I'm supposed to attract, and in the same token, sell you my products. Because like I said, it's spellcasting.
Waving that pixie dust on motherfuckers. Like,
Listen, I'm not above putting on a bikini and a fur coat and rapping. But if I'm doing that, it's because I'm selling my products in my video. I might use a rap song to push it, but then my whole video, you're gonna see my book, Gator Salve, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm on that type of time too, but there has to be, once again, there has to be an actual, like, reasoning behind that for me to do it. I got to cake off on that.
Right. So are you working on anything else right now? Like, I mean, is it?
Nah, listen, I think 4 or 5 projects. I'm just waiting on the producers to drop them. They could drop at any fucking moment. So in the meantime, I'm also working on like my own, like I'm controlling in that aspect. Like when I'm working with the producer, it's cool because like it's a collaborative process, you know, but you know, ultimately they choosing the beats, they sending me like the batch of beats and we're just going through it. Like I also like when I do my own shit, like I pick and choose whatever. Like I'm, you know, it's like, oh, I want to do this, that. And I like that full control. So I have a couple things I'm working on, but in the same token, I can't give out all my secrets. People steal.
Yeah, they do. they definitely do. quick. But it's not about who did it first. It's about who saw it first.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so yeah, you're gonna have so right now you're just pumping the
So it's a lot of features I got so far and throughout the next few weeks I'm gonna just be throwing out singles because I got a lot of music that I just need to like just throw out there just while I'm working on other things. And like I said, it's really ultimately like whenever I have a feeling that when one producer presses go, I feel like the other ones are just gonna, because that just seems to be whatever, like when it rains it pours kind of thing. And I'm not gonna be mad at that either because I've been planting a lot of seeds over the years. And I'm very patient. And I know I get irritated sometimes because I'm like, damn, it look like I ain't doing nothing, but I just don't talk about it. I don't get on the internet like, oh, such and such coming soon. If anytime I post shit that I never release, it's really because I'm just trying to push my book. It's marketing. It's not like I'm trying to push that actual record. When I'm actually like ready to push a record, like you'll know when I'm ready to push the record kind of thing. But it's just more so, like I said, it's a lot of seeds planting. And I know intuitively, like everything's gonna end up blooming around the same fucking time. So
yeah.
But I'm always working. I'm always working. So even when like with the punchline shit, I never told anybody I was going up there. I didn't say a fucking thing. I just like let the motherfuckers post it for me. Everybody's like, oh, I was like, nah, like I had last year, like I was planning, like I had an execution. Everything you see now is more so the execution. Like I have things planned out, and I was like, cool, like I'm gonna dedicate this time to do this, and maybe next year I might do this. Da, da, da. But in the same token, like I said, I'm not telling people about it. I'm just keeping that shit to myself. Show and prove, baby.
I mean, so like, you seem like though you're in tune, I guess, with the underground scene, if you will. I mean, are you like, are the producers that you favorite or to rock with, or like, I mean, are you?
Listen, like I said, I'm in tune with the underground aspect. A lot of artists reach out to me to work, and like if you got a dope pen, which most of the underground artists do, like for the most part, you know, unfortunately they don't get the shine, but then we rock. But as far as like with producers, it's like Doza, like I fuck with Doza outside of the music. Like we met through the music, but like I actually like he's somebody I would actually like hang out with outside. Like I like his spirit. I gravitate towards it. And I'm fortunate because I'm not signed to a fucking label. I'm not under a fucking camp. I'm free to choose who the fuck I want to work with. If my energy does not, if it's not aligned, it's cool. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care what connections you have. It doesn't move me. I really don't give a fuck. Because guess what? As long as I do what Allah wants me to do, He's gonna move all the fucking doors he has to move. He's gonna open everything he needs to open for me. And while he's doing that, I would have acquired certain spirits alongside me that I actually fuck with. So when I get to a certain place, it's like the energy is already good. I don't have to worry about, you know what I mean? Like, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that.
But to each his own. I'm also not knocking anybody and how they operate. I'm just speaking for myself. And I'm also not better than anyone. It's not about that. It's just I know, like I'm first of all, I'm sensitive as fuck. So like I observe a lot of things. There's certain things I'm like, nah, I don't like that shit. But I'm not gonna say and tell you not to do something. I'm not gonna be emotional over that. I have to be rational and logical. So I gotta check my feelings. But you know what? Like that person ain't for you. Keep it moving. And a lot of people are not for me. So and
Yeah.
I'm not for a lot of people either. So it works both ways.
Dope. So final question before we get on out of here. If someone were to find your music, I guess say 20, 40, 50 years from now, somewhere, pick it up, the world's a wreck, apocalypse type shit, and they find your music, what would you want them to get from it?
Wisdom, because my wisdom is timeless. The bars are timeless too, but the actual wisdom that I craft my, even when I'm like doing like punchline kind of bars, like I'm still crafting certain nuggets of wisdom in there. I want to make sure that I speak to your soul at the end of the day, because that's what music is for. Like that's why I stand out. I'm not the best. I'm not the best fucking MC. I'm not the best lyricist. I mean, I say I am, but you know, there's people that are probably better than me, and that's cool. But why do I stand out? Is because it's who the fuck I am, and part of who I am is being purposeful. And like I said, you know, I'm here to give the wisdom. I know what I'm chosen for. So the same way, like a kid right now could go and listen to Bob Marley music, right? And just off of that, know what he stood for and got that. I guarantee you, you know, 1,000 years from now, somebody pick my shit up and like, oh yeah, that was a righteous woman. You know, I'm gonna live until 110 years old. I guarantee you that. I put that into the universe. I take care of my body. You know, there's a lot of things I'm here to accomplish, and I know that rap is just one avenue, and at the moment, that's the avenue I'm walking on. So that's it.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Someone said, what happened to the question? We got to get out of here before this Instagram shuts the show down. So sorry. I mean, that's just what happened. So no issue with your question, but time is time. So
yeah, for anybody, my party, and anybody that had a question that we didn't get to, feel free to DM me. Like I'm game for that. Like I'm a very personable person. Just be respectful.
So
No dick pics.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I've been hyped about this one and did not disappoint. I appreciated, you know, building with you and stuff, just getting to know you. So thank you.
Thank you for extending that to me. You know, like I appreciate it, because I've seen a lot of people that I'm acquainted with have also been locked in with you. So, you know, just lets me know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But thank you again, because we seem to be on the same page with a lot of things.
Yeah,
so.
it's like some parallel trains running. So, you know, we linked up at somewhere, you know what I mean? So I'm glad we did. You know what I mean? I like to keep, you know, building in the future and stuff. You know, it was dope. Just chopping it up. Because for me, as I said, the music brought me in. And I was like, oh, then I got to the page. I'm like, oh, she's on the same type of shit. Okay, I got to have her on, to talk about, like, you know, because I'm posting the shit that she's, you know, saying either in her shit. So it was dope. I appreciate it. So we're going to get this up on the
Thank you.
tag you all that and everything. Anything music wise coming out, hit us up, man. You know, so we'll try to do our best to push and support, you know, where we can. And just really appreciate you taking the time to rock with us. So
thank you. Thank you, my dear. And thank you for everybody that tuned in, though. I really do appreciate you giving me all of your attention. Now give me your money.
Yeah, well, so we gotta talk about that Gator South. I told you I'm creaky.
Yeah, nah, hit me. We'll talk. We'll talk. We can talk all
yeah, of course. We'll talk. Thank you, everybody, for rocking with us. We'll get this up soon. Rock with Aïda, the alligator, alligator Alfred, in the culture. Peace, y'all. Salute.
Thank you. Have a great night, everybody.
Peace.